It is said that you don't miss something until it's gone. And in the case of this new Quantum Leap series, do you know what? I've actually missed it while it's been on its mid-season hiatus. So here we are in 2023 with a new episode of Quantum Leap. And I'm super excited that it's back and I get to talk about it. Okay, so welcome back all to the channel. Welcome to 2023. I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas and a fantastic New Year. And I want to wish you all the best for 2023 before I get into talking about Quantum Leap. So, here we are. When Quantum Leap left us for its mid-season hiatus at the latter part of last year, we were given the news that the reason for Ben jumping was to actually save Addison, which left us with a few questions, and it left people, even myself included, with a bit sort of taken aback by that approach to what was going on. However, we don't have all the answers. In this episode here, fellow travellers, we come to learn that there's still a lot of intrigue left as to why. He knows that he'd done it for that reason. He doesn't know why he'd done it. He can't remember the proper purposes behind it. So anyway, in this episode here, Ben leaps into the body of Jack, who is a bodyguard for a well-established singer named Carly Farmer. We are in Chicago in 1979, and Carly is there to perform on stage for her fans. And right at the beginning of the leap, during a rehearsal, Ben saves Carly from a falling light. And it turns out that she was meant to die there and then, but she doesn't. He doesn't leap because it now turns out that she's going to be killed later on. So it looks like there's someone on the loose who wants to see her dead. We are introduced to other characters like Trevor, who is Carly's manager, and Carly's estranged sister, Jamie, who is someone who went off of the rails, had a drug problem, but has now cleaned herself up and looks like the prime candidate for the person that is going to murder her. Yes, so we're given an episode here that, you know, again, it puts Ben into a situation that is a bit above the norm, but I'm sort of getting used to that now, and I have no issue with it. You've got the dual storyline again, because not only have this in the present day with Magic and his crew, we have Jen having to chase down Janice Calavici, and she finds her in Belarus. They very conveniently and very easily she is found. I think that writing there is very lazy. You know, they it's just sort of like, oh, here's a list of places that she could potentially be. Jen just happens to pick the right one, and then they get a flight and off screen, and she's there and confronts her at a coffee shop, and Janice is somewhat reluctant to help. She's being difficult. She's got two bodyguards with her, but those bodyguards have now been paid off by Jen for more money, and they bring her in. So she's now in the Quantum Leap headquarters. But that side of the story opens up more questions as well, because the question is asked is, why did Ben go to Janice for help when he had the actual Quantum Leap team under Magic that could potentially help him and all? So you've got these two dual storylines running simultaneously, like what this Quantum Leap series gives us, and both of them have levels of intrigue that I like. Now, Deborah Ann Woll is the actress who played Carly Farmer, and we may remember her from her turn in Daredevil. Yes, she was in Daredevil as one of the main stars, and she's very good in this. I recognised her straight away. I did have to check, and it was nice to see her again. I think the last time I saw her was in the movie Escape Room, in which she died. But there we go. So the primary storyline, you know, there's a letter that's revealed that Jamie has, a letter of invite, but the letter has actually been written by Trevor, who's the manager, and it seems to be that he can benefit from the death of Carly because he'll get the publishing rights and it's worth $50 million to him. So he looks like he's to be the primary suspect in this murder, or a person that wants her dead. And he is actually the person who's actually been sending Carly letters from Jamie, and the handwriting matches, the syntax matches, all this sort of stuff. It's all done on a typewriter. And so he's the prime suspect. He gets fired from the place, but the death still goes ahead. And then it turns out that it's actually because of Loretta, who's a backup singer, that only gets one line or one or two lines earlier on in the episode, which is a bit of out of left field. So honestly, I mean, I enjoyed the episode. I did enjoy the episode considerably, although I do think some of the writing was pretty lazy. The turnaround that it was this backup singer that had done it, and when she had nothing else to do in the episode really, is a bit sort of out of left field and kind of lazily written. And not only that, as I said earlier, the catching up to Janice Calavici, again, something that bugged me, in the ease of it, the ease of finding her, the ease of getting there and just finding her at a coffee shop. It was just very, very conveniently written, almost like they're trying to squeeze too much into the 44-minute format that they've got. I don't know, that's all I can come to the conclusion to. I think the actors have all slotted nicely into their roles. They all feel comfortable, each one. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot to offer. The episode ends with Ben leaping into a doctor with a woman about to give birth. Yeah, so we'll see what happens in next week. So there's enough intrigue to keep me coming back. I am enjoying the series. I think it's a nice continuation of what Quantum Leap was before. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to be as good. You know, Dean Stockwell and Scott Bakula were fantastic, but this is a new Quantum Leap. And I think it's got enough in its DNA from the original to still keep us watching. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it, I'll be honest with you. I missed it while it was off. What more can I say? This is AJ. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Let's talk about Quantum Leap down below. Let me know your comments, your thoughts, what you thought of this episode. Did you like it? Didn't you like it? Are you glad it's back? Are you someone who's just watching this review but hasn't bothered to watch the episode because you're interested in what's gone on but you don't want to sit through it? That sort of a thing. Let's have a nice friendly conversation. I'll see you all next week. Take care all and goodbye.